Hey guys, it's Sandeep from Revetless and here's a quick Gcam review of the Redmi Note 9 Pro. In this video, we're going to be focusing on the Gcam or Google camera and seeing what changes it brings to a table compared to a stock camera and what scenarios warrant using it over the stock camera application. Now before we get started, please do make sure to hit the subscribe button and also turn on notifications to avoid missing any videos from us in the future. The Gcam by default has a very flat profile and looks like a raw image practically, so you do need to make adjustments to make sure that you get a decent usable image. Here's a comparison of the images before and after I tweaked the settings in order to get the best results. The dynamic range is about the same on both, but Gcam mod has a slight edge when it comes to the details extracted from the shadows. Gcam still captures more natural looking images unless you really wish to dial up the saturation to that level, as the stock camera has more saturated images by default. The stock camera photos have higher contrast as well as a tiny bit of clarity to it that gives a perception of higher sharpness and detail. Gcam shots have higher level of noise which is apparent even in daylight situations, and the Gcam photos also have less contrast, but this allows you more room for adjustments later on in post-production. A simple tweak can give you similar looking photos in terms of contrast like the stock camera app. In terms of portrait mode, there's better sharpness on the portion in focus on Gcam shots, and this is evident when you pixel peep. But in terms of edge detection and blurring, the stock camera app does fairly well with the rear camera, but one area where the Gcam mod shows huge improvements is in terms of dynamic range, especially in challenging light conditions where the light drops or you have a subject lit up from behind with a strong source of light. Of course, Gcam doesn't allow capturing objects or animals in portrait mode as it can't detect it, but in such cases the stock camera app does perform well too. Currently, low light performance on Gcam mod seems to be decent but not great, and I think it would need some tweaking for this particular sensor on the Note 9 Pro to get the best out of it, as I don't see a huge difference in the quality between both, and sometimes the stock camera actually performs better too. Portrait mode on the front camera, however, is much better with the Gcam shots, but then again, it's also because even with the regular mode there's a huge difference in sharpness and detail between both the photos. Gcam mod captures superior looking photos in almost all aspects. Now about the APK, which we have linked in the description. I will also write down the settings that you need to change based on what I feel was right for this particular Gcam version from my trial and error basis. To conclude, the Gcam mod definitely gives a boost in terms of portrait images as well as selfies, but in terms of regular photos and night mode, it currently doesn't give any major benefit to warrant using the same. We tried many different Gcam mods, but most weren't compatible with it. However, hopefully a more tailor-made version comes for it soon, which should help boost the performance as well. That's it for this video, guys. We hope you liked it. Do hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching this video. See you again in the next one.